After what feels like a long time, we finally have an official announcement about the next Neptunia game. It's called Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters, and I think it's interesting that they didn't put anything in front like, hyperdimension or anything like that. Though I did notice that there was several articles who put hyperdimension Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters, even though that's not correct. Anyways, I'm doing that correctly, so it's just Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters. Many of us already know about this game's existence, but now it's confirmed for a Western release, with both the North American and European Twitter Idea Factory accounts tweeting about it August 11th, 2022, which as of this recording is today. I'm gonna guess this video comes out a day after. That's probably what'll happen. There's a couple of things people probably want to know right away about this, so let's talk about that. What system is Sisters vs. Sisters available on? PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC Steam. When is the release date? Early 2023 for both Euro and NA regions. Not a very exact date, but I'm guessing we'll know more once we get closer to that time period. I reckon we'll get an update on, fall or winter time. So I've got the press release in front of me here, and I guess I'll just read out a few things, about the game. Alright, this is what the press release says. It's almost time to return to the hyperdimension. We're excited to announce the next RPG set in the Neptunia universe, Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters, will launch physically and digitally for the PlayStation 4, 5, and Steam in early 2023 in North America and Europe. In Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters, you'll play as the goddess candidates, led by Nepgear, so there we go. Not much of a surprise, Nepgear is the main protagonist for the second time. And yeah, apparently they awaken from a 2-year slumber to a game industry that has been appended by a treacherous threat called the trendy phenomenon. Interesting. While they've been sleeping, the citizens of game industry have turned to using a new device called the R-phone as their main method of communication, as they've been unable to leave their homes. Well, monsters lurk outside. R-phone, I wonder what that means. Now work together with friends, both new and old, to prevent the total destruction of game industry as we know it. And then, it points at an opening movie there, as well as an official website. So the opening movie is just that. It's what's going to play when you start up the game first. And we'll take a look at the website in a bit. Apparently, you can pre-order the standard edition from retailers soon, it says. But there's no limited edition right now. That'll be announced later. All right, here's more story explanation, I suppose. While the goddesses were out responding to a distress call from the faraway PC continent, Nepgear and the other candidates were sent to investigate an abandoned laboratory. It was there that they found the Ashen Goddess, who trapped them in a deep sleep capsule. By the time they awoke, 2 years had already passed. The latest smartphone, the R-phone, dominates the market. Neptune has been missing since her mission to the PC continent, and in the absence of its goddesses and candidate, Neptune was ravaged by a strange new phenomenon, the trendy outbreaks. Such a strange name. Suddenly finding herself robbed of home and family, Nepgear falls into a deep depression. This is a story about finding hope in the midst of despair and the rebirth of a goddess in the wake of destruction. So apparently, from what I understand, this is supposed to be actually a continuation of V2. I actually don't remember the ending or what the different endings are on V2. It's been so long. I gotta look that up. Here's some key features. Combo Maker. Employ combos and chain your attacks together in real time. I saw that in some gameplay videos of the Japanese version. I think the real-time element looks interesting. It looks like you can switch characters. I'm not sure if that's 100% true or not, but that's what it looked like. And then you could see there's 2 other characters in battle, and then it would say chain, and you can press L1 and R1, I think it was, and then you can chain and attack together with them. Something like that. Anyways, I'm interested trying that out. Okay, the second point here says, get the Planetoon look. Throughout the game, you'll discover fun accessories, or accessories, as people always tell me I should pronounce it, to deck out and no, I'm going to call it accessories because I prefer how that sounds. Anyways, throughout the game, you'll discover fun accessories to check out and customize your party members. After completing the game for the first time, you can show off your style in the new photo mode. You'll also unlock 2 brand new characters created by 2 legendary game developers, Higurashi from Ryokishi 07 and Shanghai Alice from Zune, if that's how that's pronounced. Yeah, I heard about that. There's a Higurashi make your character, which is pretty interesting. And then there's something called the Chirpers or social network. So the thing that's like Twitter. Seems like that'll work in a similar way where you can get like side quests and stuff. All right, and the last point here, it says on the battlefield you can have 3 party members out at the time. That's kind of what it looked like there from the videos too. Match up your team members with a partner for stat increases and elemental bonuses. The stronger the bond, the better the bonus. So yeah, looks like, I guess Lily rank will return in some way. That's what it seems like. If there's something that keeps track of how strong the bonds are between the characters. And then on the main website there, I mean, it's it says a test, which I think that's funny that they didn't remove that. Where does that go? Oh, just to the info page. There's the opening movie, which shows some of the characters. Now, I wonder how they're going to do that with the whole handhelds versus smartphones thing. Because there was a time where, you could like present the smartphones as like the evil sort of thing, and then versus the handhelds in terms of gaming, because smartphone gaming is not real gaming. But now it's come to a point where that is a huge segment of gaming. That I don't think a storyline like that would really work. So I hope they have something interesting planned there. It's a teen-rated game, it says. What else? The story here probably just is the same thing. Yeah, it's basically what it said in the press release there. And there's a bit of, summary there about, if you don't know what Planetoon, Last Station, Louis, and Leanbox is and all that stuff. It says the trendy phenomenon. Okay, so what is the trendy phenomenon? It's where a large number of monsters suddenly appear. Since they occur irregularly and without warning, the outbreaks have been difficult to handle effectively. It was the same trendy outbreaks that brought upon the downfall of Planetoon, all right? And it just says that the R phone, basically everyone has one, and they use it for social networking games, assistant functions, and much, much more. So, just like real life. Trailer also shows a couple of characters there, so they're not mentioned on the website, I think. No, they're not. I thought that was interesting. Normally you'd have like a breakdown there. Just scrolling through the video here. There we go. Maho and Henri are 2 new characters. Grey Sister and Ziri. Grey Sister we've seen stuff off before, at least I have. But yeah, it doesn't really show much more information there, that trailer or that opening sequence. It does seem that Grey Sister is a antagonist, but because the name Sister is involved, I'm assuming they are somehow related, or I don't know, maybe the whole point is that handheld and also cell phone gaming can coexist. Maybe that's the theme. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's that. I'm very interested to see what happens here. This does seem like a mainline game, which is in line with what people have been telling me in comments in previous videos. Anyways, once there's new news, I'll talk about that. Like, if there's a limited edition, I'll make a video about that. And of course, I guess it makes sense to also mention or give you guys an update if there is a release date or something like that. Also, there's some Japanese screenshots, and from what I can see, combined with YouTube videos that I've seen people post online from the Japanese game, I think the graphics look pretty good. Like, the dungeons are much more free roam, kind of like they are in Four Goddesses Online, with how that's all a bit nicer looking there. And the environments don't look as dead as they do from the Vita games, like the Rebirth games and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks promising so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.